Hello and welcome back to the Colorado Rockies franchise. Taking a look at the standings out here in the NL West, we are now 13 games out, so starting a fade, and the wild card we're 6 games out. So tell me down below whether you think we should be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline. As we head into the All-Star break, we still have one series left, but let's take a look around the league to see some of the trades some other teams have been making. The Cubs get Ramon Laureano from the Athletics for a couple of their mid-tier prospects, and the Mets go and get Tyler Glasnow from the Rays for a couple of their top prospects. JT Ginn and Pete Crow Armstrong headed back to the Tampa Bay Rays. They also shipped off Randy Arozarena, and he's headed to the Padres, so we'll have to deal with him, but they had to give up Mackenzie Gore to get him. Randy Arozarena absolutely had that monster 2020 postseason, but now we got to deal with him. He's been a great hitter, and he's going to be a good addition to that Padres lineup. Cubs go and get a great defensive center fielder in Laureano, so we'll see how much he helps them. Tyler Glasnow headed to the Mets to make that rotation even better. Absolutely one of the best in baseball, if not the best. At least we won't have to deal with Mackenzie Gore as he's headed to Tampa Bay, out of our division. So like I mentioned, one series left, and it's against the San Francisco Giants, where he split the first 2 games, winning 5-1 here in Game 1. Gurriel has 4 RBI and a home run. Big day for him, and Garcia got the win, going 6 innings, allowing no earned runs. Game 2, unfortunately, we dropped, losing 4-3, score a couple of runs late, but it wasn't enough. 3 hits from Correa. Rolison did not pitch well enough, giving up 4 earned over 4 2/3. So now we're going to hop into Game 3 here against the Giants. Here against the 37-54 Giants, we desperately need to win this game and win the series. We got Derek Rodriguez taking the mound. If you missed the end of last episode, he got called up, hopefully to be a spark in our rotation. So we start here in the top of the second, 0-0. He's walking Joey Bart with 1 out. So the Giants got a 1-out base runner for Evan Longoria. And in a full count, he watches ball 4. So a bit of trouble for Rodriguez. 2 on and 1 out for Estrada. Estrada swings and misses at the fastball. Going down. We're out number 2. It's the 3rd strikeout for Rodriguez already. The 9-hitter Slater up at the plate. And Slater, he's going to pop this up into shallow right field. Gurriel can't make the play. It gets down. And that's going to score a run. A bloop single for the 9-hitter Slater gives the Giants a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Cesar Hernandez, he's grounded right to Andujar for the 3rd out, so they get to force it second. So now in the bottom of the second, Colton Welker up, and he's going to line one to left field. Back at the wall, and that's out of here. Solo home run for Colton Welker. He ties things back up, and now at 1 with his 6th of the season. Still in the same inning, Harold Ramirez up, and he's going to swing and miss at a fastball out of the zone, ending the second inning, but we're tied up now. And Duhar to start the bottom of the 3rd. He's popping it up on the infield. He really needs to get his bat going because his fielding definitely is not good enough to keep his roster spot. And with 1 out, Blackman's going to send one to left center field, and that one's going to get out of here. Solo home run to left center field for Charlie Blackman, his 12th of the year. So Rockies take a 2-1 lead into the top of the 5th. Slater goes down, swinging at the fastball. Rodriguez been cruising along. That's his 7th strikeout so far. Now he's facing the lineup for the 3rd time through, and he gets a ground ball to the right side from Hernandez. A nice play there from McMahon. Ben Gamble's turn and a hitter's count. He's grounding it almost to the same spot. McMahon, can he make the play again? Well, yes, he can. So we are through 5 innings, or top 5 at least. Head to the bottom half. Harold Ramirez, he's grounded under the glove of Estrada. Cannot make the play, so we got a leadoff base hit. They're ruling it from Ramirez. Now the 9-hitter Andujar up, and he's going to launch one, and that's going to leave. No doubt shot here from Andujar. Increases the Rockies' lead to 3 runs as they're up 4-1. His 7th of the year, and that was 480 feet. He absolutely mashed this one. Really need him to get going, like I mentioned earlier. Let's take another look at this on the Show Vision slow-mo replay. And yeah, man, just decimated the ball. Way out of here. Knew it was gone right off the bat. Need to see more of that from him. Almost 110 miles an hour off the bat. Nice launch angle. And the hang time, not very much because it was crushed. 10 to the top of the 6th. Still up 4-1. Rodriguez still out here pitching. And he gets a fly ball to center field for the first out. He's up to 105 pitches. They're trying to let him finish the 6th inning. And he gets a line drive to left. Welker running back. And he's going to make the play on the run. So Rodriguez goes through 6 innings, giving up the 1 run. Jake Diekman coming into the game. Here in the top of the 8th. Trying to keep the lead to 3 runs. Strikes out the first guy he faces. And now Ben Gamble, he strikes him out as well. So looking like a fast inning here from Diekman. Facing Alex Dickerson. Oh, he gets a bit wild on this one. Walks him. So the Giants got a 2-out walk. Mike Yastrzemski up, and he's going to walk. So the tying run all of a sudden up at the plate as Diekman gets wild. And they're not even going to risk it. They're just going to pull him here and go to Tyler Kolek, hoping to get out of the inning. And it's a righty up at the plate in Mauricio Dubon. And in a 2-2 count, he swings and misses at the heater up. Nice job there from Kolek to bail out Diekman. In the bottom of the 8th, after a couple of walks and a couple of strikeouts, and Duhar up with a chance to drive in some more runs. He's going to ground this up the middle for a base hit, and it's going to score another run. So Andujar delivering yet again, having a great day. Charlie Blackmon up. He's going to hold back on the swing. Controversial call there. It's ball 4 to load the bases for Tapia. And a 2-1 count. Tapia, he's going to ground this up the middle, but it's played there by the Giants second baseman for the 3rd out. So we get to the 9th, up 5-1. They're trying to let Kolek finish the game. Maybe get a save. He gets a ground ball to the right side for out number 1 here at the top of the 9th. Now Evan Longoria up in a 1-2 count. He's going to line one to left. Tapia in left field now watches this one go. Longoria with a solo shot to left, his 10th of the year, and he makes this just a 3-run ball game. Now Estrada up, and he's going to watch ball 4 on a slider that's not even close. And the Rockies, I don't think they're going to mess around anymore. They want this win. Want to go into the All-Star break winning this series, so they go to Scott Oberg for the save chance. He's facing the 9-hitter Slater, who had that bloop single earlier. He's grounding this one to Gurriel, who makes a nice moving play, and they turn 2. The Rockies are going to win this one 5-2 as Rodriguez picks up the win in his first start back here. Big day from Andujar out of the 9 spot, going 2 for 4 with 3 RBI, including that monster home run. And the Oberg gets the save, his 28th of the year. So we head into the All-Star break now. A couple of guys who made the Futures team. John Pippinger representing us. We also got Alex Amaya having a great season, definitely deserving. And we have one more on the Futures team, Jeff Asimov. All 3 definitely deserving here of this chance. So if you don't know what the Futures game is, that is pretty much just a combination of all the top prospects in baseball from AA or AAA. And yeah, they get put all into one game, and we got a couple of minutes. Amaya, you can see, hitting in the 3 spot for the National League. Pops it up on the infield in his first chance. Now we got Jeff Asimov. He's hitting 4th in 311. Definitely having a great year down at AA. Probably going to get called up before the start of the second half to AAA. He flies out to right field. Top of the 3rd. Bunt attempt from the American League. Goes right at Amaya, and he makes a nice play coming in on the ball there. Definitely need to see him keep playing good defense if he wants to make the Major League team. Another chance for him in the bottom of the 3rd. He swings and misses at a slider inside. Not looking good there. Asimov's second chance is in DL Hall. He's going to watch ball 4, showing some patience. Want to see that in the big game? Don't want to let the spotlight get the best of you. Bottom of the 6th, Amaya, another shot. He's going to send a fly ball to shallow right center field. So 3 outs for Amaya. Asimov's 3rd chance. He's 0 for 1 with that walk. And he's going to pop up into right field, but it's a bloop single. So he gets on 2 of the 3 times he's hit so far. Amaya's last chance here in the bottom of the 8th as the National League's up 2-0. Want to see him get a hit, though. In a 1-1 count, facing Blackwood. He's going to line one right at the first baseman. He absolutely smoked this slider. He does beat out the double play, but some bad luck there for him. At least he hit the ball hard. And Asimov, this is going to be his last at bat of the game. He's got a 2-2 count. And he's going to pop up into shallow left field, but it's going to hang up there for the left fielder. Still got one more player we want to take a look at in this game, and that's John Pippinger. Having a great year at AAA. Probably should be in the show before too long. He's facing first batter. He strikes him out with a fastball right down the middle. But that deadly changeup keeps the hitters off the fastball. And there's another fastball. This time it gets sent in the right field. The hitter was late. Keeps it fair, though, and this is going to end up being a one-out double. So now the tying run is up at the plate for the American League. See if Pippinger can get out of it. Ground ball and the changeup to the third baseman for out number 2. So now he's just 1 out away from getting out of it. Josh Jung, Rangers' top prospect, grounds this through the left side. And the runner was off on the pitch, but he slides into third base. So now we got runners at the corners. Facing Brujan. And a full count. Pippinger is going to walk him on a borderline pitch to load the bases. Doesn't do that too often. Just his third walk of the year. Now he's facing Yankees top prospect Jason Dominguez, and he gets him with a splitter. So he does get the save, and the National League wins. Pippinger didn't look too bad, but he did allow a couple base runners. Don't like seeing that too much. But at least he got out of it. So now we're moving on to the Home Run Derby, and this is your field. Got a couple of Astros and a couple of Yankees. The National League's got Freeman, Soto, Yelich, and Bryant. Not too bad of a field. Remember, Bryant moved on to the Mets, and he's actually hitting first, and he's going to finish with 14 home runs, it looks like. See if that is enough to move on. So he hit that one 421 feet. Yep, doesn't get any more. And the guy he's going to face is Yordan Alvarez. So we'll see if Alvarez has enough to beat that. Now with Alvarez's turn, he is easily going to beat Chris Bryant. Moves on to the second round as he hit 15, didn't even need his bonus time. Now the second matchup, we got Freddie Freeman, and then last second here, he's going to hit number 10, which not enough probably to beat Aaron Judge. Not his best showing in this home run derby. Yep, Judge already at 10, and it looks like he's going to win pretty easily, as here's number 11. He doesn't even need the bonus time. He had a minute and a half left to pass Freeman. So Judge moving on to the second round. Now Juan Soto up. He crushes. Looks like he's going to finish with 20 as he beats the buzzer here. 20 is a pretty good number for Juan Soto. See if that's enough to beat Giancarlo Stanton, playing in his home state here in California. He's going to launch, looks like 17, but it's not going to be enough. So Stanton is going to be eliminated in the first round by Juan Soto. So one of the Yankees moves on, one of the Yankees loses. We'll see if one of the Astros can win, taking on Yelich. Yelich hits a bomb here and is going to finish with 13 as he's facing Alex Bregman. And yeah, Bregman, he doesn't need the bonus time either. He's easily going to beat Christian Yelich. So he's advancing to the second round. So now let's see the matchups we got here in the second round to see who advances to the finals. Yordan Alvarez has to take on Aaron Judge, and Juan Soto taking on Alex Bregman. Judge up first. He's going to clobber, it seems, 16. Yep, that one's going to get out of here. 447 feet. And is that all? Is he going to have a second one here? Nope, looks like he got just a bit underneath of it, and that one lands right in front of the warning track. Is that enough to hold off Alvarez? Alvarez at 14 with 20 seconds left. This one's a big fly to center field, back at the wall, and that's out of here. He's one away from tying this and sending it to a swing off, but he yanks this one foul. He's probably only going to have one swing left. Can he do it with his last swing? He's going to pull another one foul. So he can't do it, and Aaron Judge survives and is going to move on to the finals. Tough luck from Alvarez, pulling a couple foul. So now Juan Soto up, and he's up to 16, and he hits another one here at the wall, and that's gone. 417 feet, and he's at 17 with one swing left. Does he have another? Carrying back way underneath of it, and that one's out of here. So he finishes with 18. See if Alex Bregman has enough to beat him. He's at 17 in a similar situation to what Alvarez was, and he hits 1, 2. He ties it up though at 18. He's still got some time left, 14 seconds, and he sends another one out of here. So he's gonna move on. Alex Bregman advancing to the finals to take on Aaron Judge. We got a Yankee taking on an Astro here. Aaron Judge is a free agent at year's end, so we're rooting for him, I guess. And he's up to 16, and he sends, looks like number 17 gonna get out of here, and he's still got a couple seconds left, but he won't hit another one. So we'll see if that's enough to hold off Alex Bregman. And it looks like it's gonna be. Bregman had a very disappointing last round at 10, and he gets 11 here, but just ran out of time. So Aaron Judge is going to win the home run derby in his contract year, known for hitting home runs. But yeah, he's your 2022 home run derby champion in his home state of California. And yeah, there's the bracket if you wanted to see all the other guys. So now let's talk about our Double-A All-Stars. Gomez is one of the All-Star representatives, really deserving, having a fantastic year down there. Jeff Asimov, of course, made it. And we also had Connor Blair. Now, he doesn't look like he's having the greatest year, but it's still pretty solid. So I'd say he's deserving. And Amaya obviously had to make it. We'll talk more about him later, and Asimov. Zach Veen made it. I don't really know how. Doesn't look like he's having the greatest year. He needs some more work down there. Josh Lowe made it in 31 games. Absolutely clobbering the ball. Kyle McCann, he's going to make it as a backup catcher. Really did not expect to see him there. And Adele Amador makes it as well as a reserve. Now let's move on to the AAA All-Stars. Nick Gordon makes it, hitting 273 with a 350 on base. Great year from him so far. Definitely want to see him stick around. Trevor Larnach, he's actually going to be called up to the MLB. Look how good he's been in 32 games, over 1,000 OPS. He's been amazing down there at AAA. Hopefully he can bounce back at the major league level. And Griffin Conine also makes it. We have 3 All-Stars at AAA. So Double-A wise, let's talk about this because we're going to be calling up a couple of our young studs. There's the record they led this team to. Alex Amaya, through 50 games, has a 329 average, a 401 OBP, a 517 slugging, and a 918 OPS. He has made 5 errors, hit or miss on the fielding. And he's worth 2.2 WARs. Strikeout rate, not the worst, pretty good actually. And versus righties, he's clobbering. 356, 280 versus lefties is fine. He's hit better at home. And remember, our Double-A ballpark is definitely a pitcher-friendly ballpark. He's going to be called up to AAA along with Asimov. In 49 games, he had a pretty good line of 309, 386, 531, and 917, worth 2.2 WAR, with a pretty solid walk rate and a great strikeout rate at 15%. And righty versus lefties, he killed lefties. As a switch hitter, doesn't really matter as long as you hit one of them really well. He still hits righties okay. And he has some room to improve at home. Pitchers, we're not calling up any of these guys. They're not quite ready. It's not like they're pitching bad. I mean, Steve Flores has been amazing and Jack Hardy's been amazing, but I just want to keep him down at Double-A a little longer. So we'll see. Hopefully they can continue to pitch and develop down there. So now let's move on to the All-Star game, and these are your starting lineups for the National League and American League being played at Dodger Stadium. Trevor Bauer, of course, getting the start in his own ballpark. Look at those numbers, .94 whip and a 1.25 ERA. And then he's actually going to be followed by Buehler, who has a 1.67 ERA. The Dodgers pitching staff, just insane. We're going to jump into the top of the third. Still nothing in this All-Star game. Trout's going to ground one up the middle for a 2-out base hit. Bringing up Yordan Alvarez, one of the All-Star game participants and home run derby participants. Only a couple players doing that. And he's going to send one to the right center gap. And this one's going to be cut off and thrown to second. They're going to tag out Alvarez. So the run will not count. Trout does not reach home plate by the time the runner got tagged out. You can see barely missing out on a run there for the AL. Scott Oberg's going to come into the game. One of our 3 All-Star representatives for the Colorado Rockies. Here in the top of the 5th, still 0-0. He's walking the leadoff hitter in Sean Murphy. Now he's going to face the top of the order with a runner on. Xander Bogaerts, he's going to pop up in the left field. Looks like it's going to be playable out there for Yelich. For out number 1. Now it's Vlad Guerrero Jr. In a 2-2 count, he's going to do the same thing, flying out there to Yelich. So back-to-back flyouts to left, provided by Oberg. Now he's facing Mike Trout, though, and he walks him. It might be the best decision he's made. Just walk Mike Trout and face the next guy in Alvarez. In a 1-1 count to him. Alvarez going to send this to center field, but it's going to hang up there for Acuna Jr. Now we're going to move on as Oberg gets a no-run inning, I guess. Not really a clean one. Move on to the bottom of the fifth. Let's see if the NL can get a run. This one's sent to right. Judge misplays the ball, and Garcia is going to slide in safely to second for a leadoff double and bring up Trevor Story in a 1-1 count. He's representing the Brewers now. He grounds one through the left side, but Garcia didn't get a good jump, so he's going to stop at third. So runners at the corners with nobody out for Christian Yelich. And a 2-2 count. Yelich is going to send this to left field, and it's going to hang up there for out number 2, but it should be deep enough to get the run in, and it is. It's a sac fly from Christian Yelich. So the National League takes a 1-0 lead. See if they can hang on. Oberg would actually get the win if the National League can hold on. Aaron Judge up to start the top of the 6th, and he's going to line one to left field, and that's going to get out of here. So no win from Oberg, and we're tied up now at 1. Aaron Judge, the home run derby winner, hitting the home run here in the All-Star game off of Richard Rodriguez. Move to the bottom of the 6th. Juan Soto up at the plate. He's going to ground one up the middle. He's still in the game. He's a DH for the National League. Now Trey Mancini, the Reds All-Star, he's going to walk. So 2 on and nobody out for one of our All-Stars in Charlie Blackmon. He also made the team. Another All-Star appearance for him. Having a great year. And a 3-1 count. He's going to smoke this one right at Bregman. And he knocks it down and throws to second. But they can't turn 2. He does beat out the double play. And tough luck, though, for Blackmon, who hit the ball hard just right at somebody. So now Tatis has a chance with runners at the corners. And he's grounding this right to Bregman. And he's not going to make the same mistake twice. This time they turn the double play. So we are still tied at 1. Now another of our All-Star, last of the 3, Raimel Tapia makes the team. He has really cooled off, but he still made it. And he's going to fly out to left here in his first at-bat of the game. Let's head to the bottom of the 9th. Charlie Blackmon has a chance to walk things off in the All-Star game, and he's going to drive one to the left, and he gets down in front of the outfielder there, so he does get a 1-out base hit. Now Tatis with another chance, and a runner on. He swings and misses at the slider, chases it out of the zone. Tommy La Stella, the last hope for the National League, he chops it back to the pitcher. So you know what that means. We're going to have extra innings in the All-Star game. Well, let's see what happens here in the top of the 10th. A sac fly moved the runner to third. Tim Anderson grounds it with the infield in right at Jazz Chisholm, who is the Marlins All-Star. So now 2 outs for Jake Rogers. Rogers swings and misses at a 4-seam fastball, 100 miles an hour. Great job by Osuna there. So now the NL's got another chance to walk things off. Fly ball to right field from Chisholm is played by Springer out there in right. Who's the runner to third base? So now the National League just needs another sac fly. And it brings up Carson Kelly. Carson Kelly in a 3-2 count. He's going to hit a fly ball to center field. Is this going to be deep enough? He thought it was. He was already celebrating. Center fielder comes up firing. Jones, the throw is offline and late. La Stella slides in safely. The National League is going to walk off winners here in the All-Star game. Carson Kelly does deliver with that sac fly. Everybody jumping around him. Nice job here. You can see him celebrating. He knew it was deep enough. I mean, I didn't really think it was going to be, but he knew it. That's all that matters, is that La Stella came around to score. Your All-Star Game MVP is Luis Garcia from the Nationals. And here's your box scores if you want to pause and look at them for both the American League and the National League. So that's going to be all for today's episode. Thanks for watching, and again, tell me down below whether you think we should be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.